Hello, so a little quick video about Mr. Simon Raybould and my experience of working with him. So I am an introverted nerd. I hate being in front of people, and I have never had never spoken on a stage in front of a crowd before at an event. And a vendor in my industry encouraged me with some money and a trip around the other side of the world to get on their stage and do the closing keynote of their conference in our industry. And that scared the bejeepers out of me. And so I went on this journey to try and figure out how the heck to put together a keynote and then how to speak on stage and how to get the confidence and all that kind of stuff. And I was recommended to Simon through a friend of mine, and just for someone to help critique the presentation and the keynote that I'd put together. And so I jumped on the phone with him for our first session, and he tore it apart to pieces, which is exactly what I wanted. And we dived into all different areas, and he gave me all these awesome tips for improving little bits of flow and figuring out little bits and pieces that just weren't lining up properly. And so I went away and spent another week fixing all of that up and came back to him with the second round, and he tore that one to pieces again as well, and came back and improved this thing 3 times through that iterative process. And at the end of it, I felt 1,000 times more comfortable because someone of his caliber who does this stuff for a living had got to the point and said, mate, it's now actually looking really good. And so I went and I delivered the keynote at over in, as you might be able to tell from my accent, I'm an Aussie, and so I went across to Santa Barbara in the US to deliver the keynote, and scared the crap out of me still getting up on stage, but I got up there and did it. And at the end of the conference, I was voted the best session of the entire conference, and there was some ridiculously let's call them famous people in the small business world up in there on that same stage. And so that was very much thanks to the help of Simon getting me through to tweak this presentation, to get it into the right format, and to give me some little extra confidence to be able to get up there and do it. So if you are thinking of working with him, he's the kind of coach that I love working with. I work with many coaches through my life, and he's one of those ones that there is no holds barred, which I love. So lots of coaches, they try to please you because they know that you're spending money with them, and they want to make you happy because you're spending money with them, and they try and sugarcoat anything. Simon doesn't do that. He gives you the raw details of what you're doing wrong, where the hell you're doing wrong, why things are crap, and that is exactly what I needed and what I wanted. And it's the kind of coach that I enjoy working with, because they get past all that sugarcoating fluff into the real root of working on particular things, and that's where you get your best impact and best results from. So if you are thinking of working with Simon, highly recommended. I will hopefully be working with him again if ever I put together another keynote. I still get awesome responses back to this day from that one that I delivered, which was 5 months ago now. And so there's already been some other vendors in my industry hitting me up to go and do more of them. So I may do more of them. We'll see. But if I do, then Simon will be on my list of people to work with to help fine-tune them and tweak them once I have put my first things in, and to pull them apart and put them back together again. Hopefully that helps. All the best. Bye for now.